actually going better than I thought as far as our answers.
Is this about how you're voting or about me?
I think it's a little bit of both. I don't think I need to see this as a movie. It is, yes.
No!
What? Go first.
My name is Slate and welcome back to Little Reader's Corner. I'm joined today by
Jade of Jaded Reader.
And today we're going to try something new. So we have each put in 10 books that we either think would make great adaptations or wouldn't make so great adaptations into either movies or series. We also got some help from Maddie from Princess of Paperback. We're going to pull out some cards from this drawer that has all of our previously written books down on it. And then we're going to vote either no or yes if we think they should be made into adaptations, and then we'll discuss our reasons. Let's get started.
I shall go first. I'm just really trying to feel it. We got Priory of the Orange Tree.
Oh my
By
gosh.
Samantha Shannon.
1, 2, 3.
Yes! Okay. Yes. All right. I'm glad we agree on this because this is a good one for us.
Yes. I think it would make a really great adaptation because first off, it's huge. So I think it would make a really great series adaptation. I'm gonna die if you try to grab it.
Jake, I was just pointing at it. Oh God. No, leave it. Let it die.
Okay. So I think that Priory of the Orange Tree would make a really great series adaptation because the book is huge and has so much world building in it. That one movie would not suffice for the amount of information that is in that book. I think a series would be the best way to go, and there is so much world building and character that I think it would just be beautifully translated to the screen.
I completely agree. Not only do I think it would be beautifully translated to the screen, but I think one of the problems with me and you together, this is like our longest running buddy read.
It's fine.
One of the reasons why I haven't finished the book is because it's so condensed. I just did a video on standalone books. This should not have been a standalone. It is way too compact. There's way too much to unpack, and it would do so much better as a series. Just each character needs to have their own fleshed out storyline. I think if done like cinematically correctly, I think it could be better than Game of Thrones. I'm just saying. I just there's
And on that note, on to the next one. Okay.
I'm salty.
Let's see what we have.
What do we have
here? We have American Royals.
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1.
Yes.
Yes.
All right. Cool. We're in agreement.
Amazing. Why do you think it would make a good adaptation?
Okay, so I have not read this book, and I just know of it. Mm-hmm. What I know of it, I think they would make a really cute, like, contemporary film that Netflix could easily put on for us. Like,
yes.
I feel like this is one, from what I've heard, that I could just lay on the couch, pop some popcorn, chill out, watch it with fuzzy socks on, and have a good night.
Yeah.
So, I can't come up with a reason why they couldn't do a good job of an adaptation of this.
Yeah, the only reason that I was kind of unsure and I was like switching between yes and no is because the book is told from I think 5 different points of view, which I think really works well with it because you get a lot of internal dialogue from the characters. But then of course on movie format, it'd be harder to make it happen. So I'm kind of in the maybe realm because it would be a really fun like Netflix adaptation, but then like just with the source material, I don't know if it would translate in the same way. They might just write a different script for it with the same idea.
Oh.
Yeah.
People could possibly be upset about that.
They would be. I would be.
Oh.
I would be upset.
There we go.
Next one.
Oh, okay. This is a book I really want to read. It's City of Brass.
Oh my gosh.
You have that on your top shelf too. I can't reach anything.
It's a good shelf. Wow.
Okay.
3, 2, 1. Ooh.
Okay.
Wow. Controversial opinions.
Not as bad as you think because I haven't read it yet.
It's fine. I think it would make a really good adaptation because the world is absolutely beautiful in this story, and it's really lyrical, and there's like a lot of different things that are going on. I'm not sure if they would be able to get all of the plot points from just the first novel into one movie, so maybe they just take the whole series and make it more like a limited series with like 10 episodes to get like more of the story in and make them like longer episode kind of things. It would just be so beautiful as, oh god, on the screen. I think they could do a lot of beautiful things with costuming as well.
Okay. I have not read this book. But the reason I put no, so just from what I've heard about why this book is so wonderful, I don't know if it translates well onto a screen adaptation, but now that I've heard about the costume design, having not read the book, I would be really interested in watching the movie anyway. I can just see people being pissed.
Yeah, but you do bring up like good points. That's why I was thinking like limited series, so they have more time to kind of like flesh that out.
Yeah.
I don't want there to be like a narrator voice, but
right,
you know.
Yeah.
Here we go. We have Once and Future.
Ooh.
What a thought.
This is our first ever buddy read, but it was like a group buddy read.
Yeah, a group buddy read that went awry.
Whew. So many complex feelings with this one. I know where I'm going with this. I have decided.
Yeah.
I feel pretty strong.
Okay.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
What do you have? Okay.
Jade.
Okay. I'm going with yes for Once and Future because the things I did not like about Once and Future was how they wrote the characters. I felt like it was a really shallow, non-in-depth look at each character, and there was so much diversity in it, but it just got overshot by them mentioning it, moving on, and never going deeper with the characters themselves or like what they were trying to represent. It felt like it was missing something. I think that this would give them a whole new platform to work with. And the couple that writes it, I think, could make a wonderful screenplay. That's part of the reason I thought that I didn't like this, is it kind of felt like they had scenes that were meant for a movie. The entire bar scene at the beginning where she meets Merlin is like an entire thing where I think it would have played out so much better and been so much less awkward if it had been a film.
Good points.
Go for it.
Oh gosh, everything that you said and more, but then the other direction. Yeah, so I said no because everything that they wanted to accomplish with this book, which was great things, they didn't accomplish at all. And I feel like they could just make a totally different movie that gets that representation and is cool space or something, or gets the representation and is like Arthurian legend. But putting the space and the Arthurian legend together, it just really didn't work. Like, they really tried. They gave it so much effort and it did not work. Like, the whole plot I thought was terrible. So like, no matter how good I thought the representation was, how it was done wasn't done well. All of the plot, I thought most of the characters were so flat and dry, which was so disappointing. I feel like they could just get a whole different script. They don't need this one. It wouldn't. No.
Wow.
No.
Okay, so you're like, at this point, you're like, it just doesn't need to exist. The movie.
The book is fine. I feel like it's not fine, but I'm glad the book exists because it's really important for like people to be able to read like all of that kind of like representation diversity. I think the way it was done was terrible, but I'm glad it exists.
Yeah.
I don't need to touch it, but it's there.
I think it'll open a lot of doors for people who can bring personality to a character. I think that'll open doors for them.
Yes.
And maybe open doors for some other movie.
Great. Yeah. Perfect.
Hot damn, we're on a roll.
We really are.
All right. Ooh, okay. Interesting that you picked this one. All right. Turtles All the Way Down. This is by John Green. And
It sure is. Do you know about it?
Oh, yeah, I read it. I read it and
me too.
enjoyed it. The first ever comment I left you, ever, was about Turtles All the Way Down. And you were like,
September
no.
2018?
I don't know. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, well.
Nice.
Ain't that neat?
Wow.
Okay.
Me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
So I said no because first off, I wasn't able to finish this book because of how good the anxiety and like mental health representation was. It was giving me anxiety, and then I was trying to speed read to the end so I could get it over with, which is not how I like to read books. It's not why I like to read books. So I realized maybe this book isn't good for my mental health. It's great for John Green because he was able to process some stuff. That's fantastic. Good for other people as well. Not for me. This book relies very heavily on like internal dialogue and like internal emotions and feelings, and I don't think it would be as powerful on screen. Like, of course they can do like the inner voice narration, but I feel like it never really works. It always feels kind of off whenever I've seen it done. So yeah.
Okay, so I definitely agree. The anxiety representation, and I believe, is it OCD?
Yeah.
Okay. And the OCD representation, don't have OCD, but reading it, I definitely felt what he was trying to put on the page.
Yeah.
Like 100%. It didn't have any ill effect on me, but I can imagine some of those scenes where they're describing her thoughts about even just the food. I think that's on the first page.
All of it, yeah.
I'm just going to use the word esophagus. That being translated into a film could do one of two things. It will both be absolutely fantastic, and it'll be like, wow, okay, and it'll also make everyone in the room sick. So
yeah, you don't want that in a theater.
No, you really don't. And I can see it just going really horribly wrong. Love the Star Wars representation in this book. It was absolutely fantastic. Some of my favorite scenes, but they can stay in the book and I'll still love it. I don't think I need to see this as a movie. Plus, John Green's got so many movies. He just needs, like, leave one. Leave us one.
An Abundance of Catherine doesn't have a movie.
Does it need a movie?
I haven't read it yet.
I haven't read it. I've been told that I've already read the best John Green book, so I'm done.
Oh, which one?
Turtles All the Way Down.
All right, we have A Curse So Dark and Lonely.
Yes. I love it. Okay.
I wonder who put it down.
I don't know. Okay, hold on. I need to think about this for a hot second. Yes. I've come up with my answer. The answer's not yes. Or is it? I was trying to be surprising.
1, 2, 3.
It is yes. No! What? Go first.
First off, let me start by saying I haven't read this. So I can't give a 100% honest opinion on this because I don't know that much about it.
Sure.
I do know what it's about. And all I can say is I don't think we need another Beauty and the Beast movie because we already have like, here's the thing. Okay.
Fine.
Clearly I've offended some people.
You're
but
fine. I love
so
you.
like with Cinderella, we've seen 500,000 Cinderella movies, which might be a reason why we need to see a different Beauty and the Beast movie. But I think that all the Cinderella movies go to show that we don't need more adaptations of the same thing. Okay, go on.
If there's ever going to be another Beauty and the Beast retelling movie, it had better be this one. It is absolutely fantastic. The characters take it so far from everything I disliked about Beauty and the Beast was taken, deconstructed, and reconstructed into awesome. The main character also has cerebral palsy representation, and seeing more of that on screen, especially for how freaking amazing the main character is, like one of my favorite main characters of all time. I think she needs to be on the screen. I think people need to see her. And I think that we need to kind of destroy what was Beauty and the Beast and reincorporate this, because Bridget Kemmerer, whatever her last name is, just doesn't. It's like Kemmerer. There's a at the end. There's two E-R's. It's point being, what the author does. What the author does with the idea of Beauty and the Beast is just absolutely fantastic, and it's the only Beauty and the Beast retelling I will rewatch.
There you go. And she's actually read it, so
I've read it.
you might have a better understanding of that.
You should read it. You'll
One
like
day.
it.
One day.
You'll like it. Everyone will like it. It's gonna be fine. Oh, Okay.
Do you know that one?
I know of it.
Okay. Enough to, like, do a thing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I can answer.
Okay.
This one is They Both Die at the End. So, all right. And I have not read this one.
Mm-hmm. I might need some time also to think about it. We should have made a maybe card.
Oh, I think I would maybe make them all maybes.
I know. Yeah, some of them I feel strongly either way.
All right. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Oh, I had to look at what I put down. Okay. I'll go first.
Mm-hmm.
I picked yes. I have not read the book, but I feel that for some people, the title "They Both Die at the End" will probably lead a lot of people to not invest in reading the book because
it has, which is sad. I know. It's a good book.
Because then they're going to be like, "Well, I already know what happens," and they die.
But you don't.
But I don't know. I haven't read the book, but I think that I would be more willing to spend 90 minutes to 2 hours watching a movie to see if they both die at the end than reading an entire book, investing in the characters, and having them quite possibly die at the end. I think everyone who has read this book has done a fantastic job of making us believe that there's a mystery, but I have trust issues and I'd rather watch the movie.
Wow. Okay. Well, I said no because even though, like, okay, I loved this book. I think it was in my top 5 or something of 2018. I think it's 2018, 2017. Okay. Loved this book. Really fantastic premise. So interesting. Well, I think it would be a really cool kind of adaptation that they would make. This book is intense. And there are, like, a lot of, like, intense moments in it. Like, the climax is really intense. I don't want to give any spoilers away, but let's just say it's an intense movie. And there's, like, a lot of different things that impact it throughout. And, like, it deals with the topic of death in, like, I think a good way. But that's just my personal opinion. So I think it would be a little too strong of a movie, especially since it's a adaptation from a young adult novel. And then a lot of younger kids might go see it. And then, I don't know, it might impact them in too much of a way. So I don't know if it should be adapted. I think it reads better as a book anyways.
Okay.
Yeah. How many more?
So many more. Did we really only... How is this possible?
We made 22.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Look at us.
Next one.
Ooh. Illuminate. Have you read Illuminate? You did read Illuminate. No.
I read 3/4 of Illuminate. If you want to see where my bookmark is, it's still in there somewhere.
Oh, my sweet baby boy.
It's like halfway.
Son of a...
I read halfway.
You have to do it all over again.
No, I DNF'd it. 3, 2, are you okay?
I have to really think about how I'm...
Is this about how you're voting or about me?
I think it's a little bit of both. Okay. I'm ready.
3, 2, 1.
Oh, good. I put the right answer.
Ooh.
No!
Yes,
Okay,
definitely
well,
no.
I know we have the same answer, but I'm annoyed at yours.
Okay, well, I'm going first anyways.
Good.
The whole point of this book is it's really cool how it's made and the different way that the mixed media actually is able to tell you the story. If you make that into a movie and you try to either use those documents to tell the same story, like some of it would work well. Like they have digital surveillance camera, like script parts where it explains what the surveillance camera saw, but other kinds of documents I don't think would be able to tell the story as well unless you spend it reading or there's a narrator reading things. So a large part of what makes this book interesting is the format, and trying to convert that to a movie or a series wouldn't be the same effect. You could just take the plot and make a movie based off the plot, which I'm sure would be an interesting movie, but that's not what makes this book unique, and it just wouldn't be the same.
Shit, we completely agree.
Yes. I just couldn't finish it because of my attention span and my brain can't process it.
Okay, yes.
It was cool though.
This movie. Okay, the reason why I don't think that this should be a movie, completely what you just said, I completely agree, and I feel like it's already a movie. In my, like, when I listen to this on audiobook while reading the physical copy, which I highly recommend, I don't think you should just read the physical copy. This is the most mixed media format you can. I think physical copy with audiobook is the way to go, because I felt so many different types of, like, interactive stimuli while reading this that I could not put it down. It felt like I was watching a movie, but with different sensory feelings. So I absolutely love Illuminate, and the entire series would be fantastic as a movie, but you'd really lose the point of Illuminate and what makes it so special. I've seen plenty of great sci-fi movies. This was a great sci-fi book because it just did something that I haven't seen done in other books. So, yeah, it has to be no, because it's already been done in my eyes.
Yeah. Okay, our last one.
All right.
Jade, read it for us.
Okay, we have the Raven Cycle series.
Ooh.
By Maggie Stiefvater.
Okay, let's do it.
It's my favorite.
Okay.
Yeah, my favorite YA book.
Should I read a synopsis really quick?
Ooh, I mean, most people know that it doesn't take place in medieval times and that it takes place in modern setting with some magic thrown in, but sure, you can read a synopsis.
3, 2, 1.
Well, the reason why I'm going with no is because part of what makes these books so special, what makes them unique and different, is not the actual plot, if there is one, or like the characters really even themselves, but how Maggie Stiefvater writes these characters. She brings them to life in a way that I don't think will ever touch the screen. I think that no matter what you do, these characters will fall flat in comparison, because the way she writes these books and puts these characters together is just phenomenal. It's why it's my favorite. How she has Ronan, which is one of the main characters, explained is through, like, the sound of his name. Like, I just can't, I'm not a writer. I'm not.
Okay.
I don't know if I've ever read anything like it. I don't know if I'll ever get to read anything like it again. But I know that it won't translate to the screen, and I know it's being adapted right now, and it gives me so much anxiety. Things might fall through. I'm not going to say that I'm hoping they fall through. I'm just saying I don't think it'll be okay if they don't fall through. I just want them to stay how they are. They're sacred to me, and I don't think it'll go well. I think I will have to watch it. It's my favorite thing of all time.
Great, so my reason.
Okay, yeah. Go for it.
I said yes because I just have not felt inclined to read it. It's just nothing, like, a lot of people love it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean everyone else is gonna love it. If like a lot of people love it, does not mean that I would love it. Maybe I would if I actually picked it up and found out what it's about, because before this video, I thought that it was about a bunch of medieval peasant boys on a journey through the forest to go to an old stone castle in Ireland. That's what I thought this plot was about. I just found out that there are clairvoyants. It's in the 21st century.
Yeah.
There are ghosts. I don't know what this book is about.
Okay.
Either way, I wasn't intrigued before, and I'm not intrigued now, and if I can just watch it in an hour and a half, then I'm done.
If you watch it in an hour and a half, you definitely won't like it. I can tell you for sure, if this was ever turned into a movie, I don't know what they would do. Like, I don't actually have any idea what they would do for it. Maggie Stiefvater is really good at just, like, letting you drink a slow sip of wine and go about your day. Well, it's savory. You're supposed to savor it.
I like cheese. Thank you so much for watching. Those were our thoughts if some of these books were ever turned into any kind of adaptation, if we think it's a good idea or not. I think we got to about half of the ones that we put in there as suggestions, so I think we got a good mix.
Yeah. If
you like this video, please feel free to hit the like, maybe the subscribe button. Also check out Jade on her channel, Jaded Reader. Over on Jade's channel, we did a collaboration where we wrote the names of certain characters on cards, and then we had to tell each other traits or things about those characters without saying exactly who that character is, and we tried to guess them. So
yeah, it's a good time.
It's a fun disaster.
Yeah,
you should go and check it out. link down below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching and have a great day. Bye. What is that?
I don't know. It's just my hands.
Hello.
Hello. Ooh, take that part out.
Yeah, I will.
Okay,
I will.
thanks.
I can't. A large. No.
Go on.
Hang on.
I don't.
10 each?
Yes, I think that math.
Because that means.
We're gonna pull some out. That's just something I heard on a review, and I did not want to. Did I just spit in your eye?
No, I just.
Oh, thank
My
God.
eyelash got a little messed
Like,
up.
that's my worst nightmare.
Alright, how many of these are we doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Oh
my
gross.
God, I've never.
Two. Jaded reader, is that it?
It's,
Okay.
That's it. Start over.
Mhm.
Don't keep that. Don't keep that so light.
All of that's cut, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.